But yeah, let's talk about flat earthers for just a moment. I found this video and I wanted to react to it because it looks hilarious. And this guy is my hero. I love this guy now.
You saw my recent reaction video where I drank whiskey.
This is, what is his name? Let me actually make sure I get this right. This is Professor Dave Explains. I don't know much about this guy. Is he, I mean, I assume he's an actual professor. I have a knack for explaining stuff and I want to share some knowledge. I received a BA in chemistry from Carleton College, receiving a master's later. Prior to this, I taught for about a decade in various high schools. Oh, he's got a master's degree. He could be a professor. Close enough. Anyway, this guy, I saw clips of this, and I had to react to it.
While laughing at a rapping flat earther named Lord Jamar, who was proudly demonstrating.
Is anyone familiar with Godfrey, the comedian? Very famous bit he did that went viral, which is like, Godfrey, we enjoyed your show. Because he's Nigerian. He talks about his Nigerian
unparalleled
cousins.
stupidity on the podcast of a comedian named Godfrey. Well, that reaction video set off a chain of events that I'm very excited to share with you today. So grab some popcorn and enjoy. If you recall, Godfrey was the host, Lord Jamar was a guest, and then there was this third fellow. His name is Dante Nero, and after I posted my reaction video, he reached out to me by email. He told me that he's a big fan of the channel, and that the episode I reacted to was frustrating for him because he knew that Jamar had no idea what he was talking about, but he didn't have the tools necessary to combat his script in real time. He expressed interest in having me on Godfrey's show via Zoom to have a conversation with Lord Jamar. Now, upon hearing this request, I was immediately aware that if I agreed to do that, it would be a total shit show. I am intimately familiar with people like Lord Jamar. He's a delusional narcissist and complete douchebag.
Average Twitter user.
Whose entire identity revolves around his perceived intellectual superiority over the rest of humanity, despite being a willfully ignorant, clueless asshat.
What a bar. Holy shit.
Basically, he's a flat earther. He is 100% impervious to even the most basic facts and logic, and he will not listen to a word I have to say, no matter how.
I think what's annoying, we're not even into the video yet. We're not even into the conversation, but what's annoying about flat earthers is like, and I learned this at a young age, and I just, because I'm stubborn, I choose not to believe it, right? I learned that there can be objective, irrefutable evidence to the contrary of someone's point, and if they just don't like the point, they just won't listen to it. We learned that during COVID, and we're learning it again.
How obviously correct I am. But when has that ever stopped me before?
I've always had the belief that, like, you could say a certain sequence of words to make someone understand your point. That, unfortunately, human emotion gets in the way, so that just won't happen. But I wish that were the case.
Agreed to go on the show. Now, I will say that I went into this with the intention of remaining relatively cordial as long as possible, but Jamar began insulting me before I was even introduced, so I decided to just lace into him from the first moment. Even though my volume was dramatically lower than theirs,
look at that
even though
Twitch
he was
background.
talking over me constantly, even though there was barely any attempt by Godfrey to moderate him so that I could get equal speaking time, I still took a big steamy dump all over him and made him look dumber than rocks in front of his own audience. So much so, in fact, that after less than 20 minutes of interacting, Jamar threatened to leave the studio if I wasn't cut out of the feed.
When my point is correct, I will leave.
And then, mere minutes after the live stream was posted to Godfrey's channel, it was pulled. Undoubtedly because Jamar told Godfrey to pull it, since he knew how unbelievably stupid he looked. But, my friends, you'd better believe I anticipated exactly this, so I recorded the Zoom session from my end.
Nice.
I knew that this exchange was going to be absolute gold, and I was not disappointed. With that context covered, enjoy this brief interaction with one of the dumbest people alive.
Is that a classic
There's
Xbox
not fire in a vacuum of space.
I want to say something.
Yeah, well, go ahead. It's ridiculous.
And before we bring Professor Dave, here's my thing.
Is he already arguing that the sun is bullshit? Did he just say there's no fire in the vacuum of space? Which, if you strike a match, sure. But
Man,
okay.
Let me fuck Professor Dave before he even get here. You know why?
When it comes to hip hop, right? There's questions I have to ask because he spent his life studying being part of hip hop. To take the people that have spent their lifetime understanding physics,
Oh my
science,
gosh.
all kinds of things.
don't
Look at that
matter.
chain. I just damn, that is a
It would be the
holy, that's a
equivalency if I
bracelet.
took
Oh
an
my
internet
God,
dude,
that does not
and
matter.
let me finish. If I took an
I think it's gotta
internet
weigh like
dude
what, 2 pounds?
who got a couple of tracks and asked him about the history of hip hop, it's the same thing.
It's a very Monica thing to watch.
person-
But
Really?
what about, you say scientists, right, that have been studying for a long time.
Nice
But
green screen,
there are
dude.
people who've been in these professions that have there to lie, just like medical apartheid against African Americans. There
Yeah,
are
but
trained doctors
When you
that
follow
have lied
the money,
to black people about health.
they're
Yeah,
gonna
but
say
but
whatever
how-
the money tells them to
Nobody
say.
is saying that.
Are they lying to black people about space to like keep them out of space or something? Is that the point he's trying to make?
That didn't happen.
Nobody, no scientist
Nobody
is
like, you
getting
can go.
funded if they do not say what the money wants them to say.
Maybe they were just getting high the whole time.
So
Nice.
science,
Yeah.
no, it's
That's
not.
not
It's
fair.
Also, if there was Suicide Boys playing in the background, that'd be a very Monica thing.
real.
Yeah,
It's
every-
a fucking
but
fact.
You don't get to say
Science
that
is a
everything
religion
is that
now.
way. You don't
Science
get to say
is
that.
a religion. It is not,
Science is not
what
a
you
religion.
think it is.
That's
Oh, yes, it
ridiculous.
is.
That's
And
absurd.
The problem is, I don't disagree with what he just said. Science is a religion. It kind of always has been. Now, I'm going to phrase this carefully. It's not that it's because religion is based on faith, right? It's based on blind belief in something you can't prove. Obviously, science can prove things. However, there are sometimes some cult-like behaviors in the field of science. A good example is the recent study on rats reacting to aspartame. And to be fair, that was the public's reaction, blowing it out of proportion. However, there were some legitimate quote-unquote scientists, like fitness guys that had like masters in biomechanics or whatever, that were talking about this and saying aspartame is bad for you. It's not. It's bad if you're a rat and you're being, shot in the head with like a deer slug. But anyway, the point is science is great, but the point of science is it should be disproven, and sometimes certain arguments make it further than they should. There was a time in this country when doctors endorsed cigarettes. There was also a time when they believed that vaccines caused autism. We now know that it doesn't, or they don't, excuse me. We know that autism is just a genetic thing that gets passed down. If your parents have it, odds are you have something, or you might, or your kids might.
And
This is
people
great.
That is
worship
insane.
at the altar of science.
Nobody's
And these
worship at the
people are
altar
your
of-
new
To be fair, I'd rather
fucking,
worship the altar of science
deacons
because
and
we have,
bishops,
higher
and you
likelihood of
believe
proof.
that they have the power.
Let's
They're
go.
closer to
Let's
God
go.
than anybody else.
This-
No. Hang on a second.
You-
My whole disclaimer before we even start this
When does the actual
bullshit,
conversation start?
okay,
Hi, Luna.
is that, hang on, I
Okay, it's
issued a
soon.
challenge,
Yes.
Godfrey,
Mhm.
to even come here to talk
Yes.
to talk to Mr. Whoever,
Right.
scientist man,
Right.
Scientist man.
that
Talking to whoever. Neil deGrasse who?
if he can present me a working
That was the guy in the
model
wheelchair on that show in the
of
2000s, right?
a ball that water sticks to the
As
outside
it's
of
rotating.
it. Yes, as it
It's not a ball. It's a planet, and it's very big, and big things have gravity, but okay.
rotates, I'll gladly sit down and have a talk with him. He hasn't showed me such model. I can give you a model right now as we sit here.
Oh, is Dave around? Is he there?
He's on.
I
Can he
give
hear
you
us?
a model right now.
I can hear you guys.
Hey, Dave! Hey, Dave.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Dave. It's Godfrey. How
With
are
a
you? I don't
concave
see
bowl.
you.
Doing good.
You're doing good.
Can you
Oh,
guys see me?
hey.
What up, Dave?
Dave, are you Dave the
How's it
scientist?
I'm the one that contacted you, Dave.
Are you Dave the scientist?
Yeah, he's the one
I'm a
that
science
contacted you.
communicator.
Science communicator. Well, hey.
I can already tell this dude's annoyed. I can see it. And look at his face. He's already just like, these guys, dude.
How you doing? First
What
time
does that
meeting
mean?
you.
difference?
I'm
Science
doing good.
communicator.
He's like, I'm going to smoke these guys. Just watch.
Science communicator. Okay. Well, here you are. You do not believe in the flat Earth theories, and you are
Sid the science
I've been
kid.
taught that the Earth has been round
A little
for a
too
long time.
pale, but yeah.
And when the flat Earth thing came around, I said, okay, what's this about? And then I listened to some of the flat Earth stuff, and you know what? Some of the stuff made sense. I was like, that kind of makes sense. And then, when you hear about what you've always been learning about, well, that kind of makes sense. And then when I talk to, actually, Dave, when I talk to a fighter
Talk to
pilot,
a.
and then they go like 50,000 feet, or way higher than commercial jet. I say, have you seen curvature? He goes, yeah, we see the curvature of the Earth. That's what he said. I was like,
I've
Talk
seen
to her.
multiple videos where they say no.
You talk about the now. You
Look at all the
we supposed
Funko
to
Pops.
take care of your video over a pilot who has thousands of hours.
We've
This is
All right, man.
How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history.
There we go.
Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent.
Now, I understand he wanted to come out swinging because Lord Jamar insulted him. This may not have been the approach I would have taken. I'm a big fan of listening and just letting people wrap themselves up in their own logic. It's more fun because the average person will talk themselves into a corner if you let them talk long enough. If they're ignorant anyway. You can do this with anybody. Do it with your family, friends, whoever, random strangers at the grocery store. It doesn't matter. But I understand why he came out that way.
Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with like middle school level physics.
Really?
So yeah.
Editor
we can go
Chroma key
ahead
out his
and
shirt and
let's
put Mario
off.
64
Do you have a working model of a ball that has
I'll make a
water
note.
sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a
Okay,
working model
wet
of that?
a tennis ball.
But-
Boom. Tennis ball.
Yes,
Yep.
wet-
Also, this is almost a ball. This little mic pop filter.
It has nothing to do with
no,
anything.
that's
What
not
do- what do
water
you even-
sticking to
what
a
does that even
ball.
mean?
That's saturation of water on the
Okay,
ball.
so
I
let's
want you
do-
to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball
Yeah.
as it spins. It doesn't go to the
Okay,
equator of the
so-
ball and
All right,
spin
buddy,
off.
I heard what you said. I
Show
heard
me
what
a
you said.
working
I'm not
model,
gonna talk
sir.
about it.
Okay,
Okay,
hang on.
You said something very
Show
stupid. I'm
me
gonna
a
explain to
working-
you.
Yeah, a common tactic for people who are wrong is just talk over each other, which, average political debate, just talk over the other person, you'll win, right? That's how that
Model.
works.
Okay.
The reason
It's a shame he's not funny, because I think if Lord Jamar was funny and also an idiot, he could actually make this look good for him. But unfortunately, he's not that gifted.
that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth. So when you're talking about water sticking to a ball, your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists. Things fall to the ground.
Kind of cooking, actually. Yeah, very solid point. Like, I can't even argue that.
There
because
is
of
density
gravity.
and buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not some
Okay,
magical
density is
thing
not a
that
force.
makes.
Dude, this guy would be blown away at the concept of a graviton. If you don't know what those are, they're literally, I believe, molecules. I'm probably going to butcher this, but gravitons exist. They are a theory that they basically are what causes gravity to happen. They are a thing that we've discovered that contributes to gravity in things, which is cool.
Things
Density
drop
is a
to
scalar.
the
Density is
ground.
not a
They made that
force.
It
song
depends
Ghost
the
Division
medium
Graviton.
that it is
Where
in.
gravity
If I
exists.
drop something,
No, that was
in
that movie with
water,
Sandra Bullock.
depending on how
Hold on. You
heavy
can't
it
just
is,
No,
it's
it's
going
like
to
you can't
do it. You
sink
can't just
Wait,
talk
or
over it.
float.
Wait, I want you all to talk, but
Density
I want to
is
hear
not
both
a
of
First
you.
of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talk about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in
Yeah,
this
it's the
room, I'd be
stupid- dude,
smacking
you
the
just
shit
said
out
that
of
it
him
doesn't-
right
That's a great way to defend your argument. If he was in this room, I'd be smacking him because my argument is infallible.
now.
If scientists
First of all,
study science,
okay.
it's all bullshit.
Right,
Do you have any idea how
sir?
offensive
You know
or
that,
is
right?
What you say to the
You know that,
entire
right?
human race, the entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to
idiot.
the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want
Density
you to
and buoyancy,
respond
which
to-
you
to my-
memorized from an
Let him talk,
activity.
Jay.
Okay, we're gonna
Right.
talk about.
Let me respond to what you just said. I want you to. He's responding. If you, dude, I dealt with this all the time when I worked in a call center, and good lord,
with
Respond to what you said.
pseudoscience.
Makes you wanna
Go
blow your
ahead.
brains out.
Go ahead,
Want me to
Dave.
respond?
Go ahead, Dave.
Density
ahead.
is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move.
Okay.
Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation.
It has
Buoyancy only exists
gravity.
when gravity exists.
Gravity,
So,
me when I lose, and I'm doing the nerd voice.
secret sauce.
here's the problem with your density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up? Can you
Things
explain
do
that to me?
fall up, you fucking asshole.
what
Bubbles,
fall up?
bubbles
Nothing
go up,
falls
you
up.
stupid fuck.
Bubbles go up, he says. See, this is where I would have said, okay, and what is inside of a bubble? What is in a bubble that makes it go up? Which is also incorrect because the answer he gives is more accurate.
What
Fucking
goes
evaporation goes up, you dickhead.
Evaporation is not a ball. Also, that's a fun one. evaporation. It's like, yeah, dude, that's because the water is less dense. It's so small, it's less dense than the air around it.
Like, what the fuck are you
Also
talking
heat,
about?
because it gets carried up by the heat.
Because there's wind.
Because it's lighter
Isn't
than the
even a noun.
fucking density it's in.
Sure it is. It is if you say it is.
Defy gravity.
Fall?
How can a fucking tadpole defy gravity, you fucking
He never addresses this point. Professor never does. I'd love to know what he was talking about when he said, how can a tadpole defy gravity?
shithead?
Tadpole defy gravity? What the fuck
Yes.
are you talking
How does
about?
anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking.
Okay, he does. He does address it.
Of fucking force.
Bubbles go
How
up.
Does
Yeah.
anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your your legs off the fucking ground?
Things can
It's definitely the heat,
fucking-
though. You're right. See, it's funny because I'm actually kind of relearning my middle school. It's funny because you think you understand these things. You're like, I know how this works, and then you forget. It's like, oh no, it's more detailed than that.
Cock bag.
Let him answer you.
Muscles. Birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings?
which allows you to accelerate. Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force, and you
It'd
are
be so funny to take a flat earther to space and then just watch them be like, no, that's not real.
counteracting
That's not
gravity
the Earth. That's a green
until
screen.
that
Okay, go out
momentum
there
runs
then.
out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down.
Speaking
Why do
of
things fall down?
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
need
not
energy?
Why do
speaking
things-
of
why do
you
things
changing
fall
the
They
down?
coast on the
subject.
wind, you blow into them, and momentum carries them up, plus air currents.
Why
Yeah.
don't things fall
Why
up?
do-
See, this
why
guy
do
gets
things
it.
only
Unicorn
fall
gets
down?
Why do
it.
they-
You said,
The
why
air
do
is
things
less dense
fall
above
up?
the
No,
ball.
why
Why
do
does
things
it
fall down
up?
only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
Again, light things will rise.
Only with
Light
wind,
things will
which is a
rise.
force.
Okay. Dude, Isaac fucking Newton did this with a cannonball and a feather. They both fell at the same rate.
Not only with wind.
Things don't.
Who are these fucking idiots? Okay, so we're watching there's a comedian Godfrey, not him, but he's
Right.
Don't they fall up?
this guy. He's funny. He's pretty cool. He has some buddies on his show.
Again.
This guy in particular, called Lord Jamar, is an idiot. He's a flat earther. He doesn't believe gravity's a real thing. He even earlier, you missed it, but he basically was like, how can fire exist in a vacuum of space? Meaning the sun is bullshit, is basically what it sounds like he's saying. So he doesn't believe in any of the science that we've been teaching. And he also called science a religion, which I said earlier is kind of correct, but I mean, it can be cultist at times. However, science can be disproven, which means it's not exactly a religion. Anyway, point is, this is a podcast that's kind of gone semi-viral because of the new pictures of the moon, which is why I brought them up earlier. And here we are. I'm reacting to this guy disproving flat earthers, and it's very funny.
And light things will
I've given thee
rise.
courtesy enough.
Only with wind.
It's not light things, it's less dense things. Try explaining that.
And
Which is a
no,
force.
it's
Try
not
explaining that to him.
Only with
The way flares work underwater, they have fuel they need built into them. You know, that never gets brought up in this video. That would have been very funny to see. Like, hey, how does a flare work underwater, asshat? Also, isn't there... I thought there was... I mean, there's flares, but wasn't there... There's gas chambers underwater, but there's not fire, I don't think.
wind.
Things don't.
Although
float.
fire on the
Nothing
surface
floats.
of water would
Doesn't
blow
the
his
ball
mind.
fall up?
Like
The
oil
air
fields.
above
Because
the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
Because what's that?
The air
ball
is
is
more
dense.
than the ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
you're,
ball
what you're saying.
is dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
in
If
regular
it was
air.
in,
Why does
if
it
it
fall
was
up?
in,
Isn't
say
the air
a
above the ball
gel,
less
if it
dense
was
than
in
the
a
ball?
Don't mind
gel,
me.
what's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about
stop
what the fuck
there,
you're
right?
with the gel in the air. Why
There's
doesn't a ball
it
fall
depends
up?
on the
air
medium.
is
You can't
less
ask
Why
the
does it
question
fall
and then.
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what
you
you're
think
talking
He
about.
said. He
Because you
said
said
what?
there's no such thing as
you
gravity.
Said, you said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because
I
they're
don't-
heavy. Because they have density.
Because they're heavy. He's so close to the point. Why did they fall to the ground? Because they're heavy. But what is heavy? That would have been my question.
That's
Okay,
why.
what is heavy? What is
Oh, okay.
weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my.
See,
weight?
he would have, I think he would have had him if he didn't say, do you even know what weight is? Because it's like, I understand what he's trying to do, and I get he's pissed off, but I would have pulled back on the insults a little bit and just let that guy fire away and just been like, okay, so what is weight? And just asked him very consultatively, just like, okay, like, tell me how does weight work?
Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head On your fucking shoulders, you
Got him.
fat
Oh, so
head.
I can't prove my point, so I will insult my opponent.
someone's getting a little sassy.
Ad
This
hominem,
is
I think.
answer to the
Bro,
question. What
We're
does
not
weight
going to
mean?
sit here and talk about all these.
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to-
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
So what is heavy?
Yeah, so what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I define
Go ahead.
weight? How do
Tell
we
him-
define it?
Yeah,
Tell us
define
what weight is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you
A
want.
body's
Look it up on the
relative.
internet.
Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity
See,
exists.
you say these things. These
Dude, black holes would blow this dude's mind.
are
Tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words.
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to
are
say.
that are given by people who are here
study
to
things
no
and
no
actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking about
Sweetie,
common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
he just
laws
say
of
sweetie?
physics.
Are
There's
you
no
fucking
amount of
homo?
money that
Did
can
this-
change the
Yo,
laws of
did this nigga just say sweetie? Yo.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what
Listen,
gravity
listen.
is
I'm
or how
talking about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into
have
all of
to-
this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel like you're
common
moving?
sense has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of
feel
this stuff.
like you're
You
moving?
can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
Probe
that's what
them.
we
That's
know-
gay,
we
bro.
know
I'd
about these
reject your
things,
opinion
bro.
because it sounds
and all
gay.
this
We
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn
is
it.
some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular
The
rays?
fuck is a
It
crepuscular ray?
appears to diverge because of perspective, kind of like railroad tracks.
What do you mean
right?
appears to diverge?
It appears to from your
So
perspective.
can
Yeah, that's
you
common
trace
knowledge.
the
Yeah, it
rays
is.
back to its source?
What do you mean? Yeah, okay. There's the sun. Sure. What?
How
You
far
don't
away?
even know what you're trying
how
to say.
far
Like,
away
you
is the
vaguely
sun?
memorized
Is
the
the sun
93 million
miles away?
Okay, you already changed the set. You're already
I'm
jumping
at-
away from the thing that you brought up.
No. It's not about a. I'm
What-
talking
is-
about
is he-
common sense, bro.
Is the sun
You
still
have to be
93 million miles away, Dave?
Okay, but the
and if
distance
it
is not
was,
common
why
sense,
why
bro.
do we have
No, it is.
crepuscular rays?
Yeah, mute button on his mic,
I
dude.
want to see where he's getting at.
Why
Yeah.
it doesn't why do the railroad tracks appear to converge with distance? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how fucking far away the sun is.
What do you mean it doesn't?
I feel like it's more a commentary on the United States schooling than anything else. I bet this dude does research in Facebook groups. Yeah, I bet he's one of those, like, don't use Google to do the research. You know, I don't know if you remember that, but like during COVID, people were like, yeah, I found out the vaccines are chipping us. Don't use Google. You'll find the real information. All those SM7Bs just to spew bullshit. Dude, we need taxes on podcast equipment, which is also why I'll never start a podcast, because there's enough out there. There's enough garbage. I'm good.
Doesn't matter. Y'all say it's 93 million miles away.
Yeah, and
That's what these same people that you're talking about, all the definitions, say is the truth. So what
Let's
do you
start a
say?
podcast
Is that it's
and
not?
say what? Nothing
Of course it
interesting.
is. I'm saying that as
So
absolutely
how does
Sellouts
what is
podcast.
crepuscular-
Yeah, we know that ain't
how do
happening.
How do you explain crepuscular rays?
by what I just fucking told you with the railroad tracks. Do railroad tracks appear to converge
Listen,
with distance?
yes,
Are they
but at
not
some
parallel?
point
What actually
you would
is a
not be able
crepuscular
to
ray?
see
At which point?
at
At which point?
some point.
I've never heard
I don't
that
know
term.
the exact distance of what.
Hang on, quick divergence. Crepuscular rays, sometimes colloquially referred to as God rays, are sunbeams that originate when the sun appears to be just above or below a layer of cloud. He's not. What the fuck? Noticeable contrast between light and dark. Crepuscular comes from the Latin word crepusculum, meaning twilight. Is this not even close to what he's saying? How did the other guy know? Sometimes extended to the general phenomenon of rays of sunlight that appear to converge at a point in the sky, irrespective of the time of day. So maybe he's referring to convergence? A rare related phenomenon are anti-crepuscular rays, which can appear at the same time and coloration as crepuscular rays, but in the opposite direction of the setting sun. What the fuck? Crepuscular rays appear as divergent beams emanating from a distant source. So this is his argument for why railroad tracks don't converge or do converge. I don't even know what he's saying at this point. See, this is the thing. Mark Twain said it best, don't ever argue with stupid people because they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. And this is exactly what happens because this guy right here will always leave this argument going, no, I was correct.
Okay, so
when you hit the curvature of the earth, haha, that's where he's going. Oh, okay. But also, all the vapor in the sky is like a bunch of different prisms that can change the angle of light randomly. I don't think this guy could understand what a prism is. I think he would say it's bullshit that light can bend. He was like, it's just light. How does it bend?
With you.
But you still can see the sun.
And he probably knows just enough about the whole particle versus a wave argument to try and beat that argument into you. But no, that's not going to work.
93 million miles away is ridiculous.
Okay, so the sun's right up there in the sky, right? So why can't we go up and see it? Why doesn't it appear to
This
get
dude in the middle is
there's
the vibe. He's just chilling.
There's videos of people where they are actually above the sun in planes and stuff like that.
Where?
Yeah, there's a video where people are above the sun. Is that right? Or are you completely full of shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Above
okay,
the
pull
sun.
It up.
People are
pull it up. Let's find the video.
Are they
where people
above
are
the sun?
Well,
Do
the
you
flat Earth,
do you see
the
anything
flat
in those
Earth model
folders that
says
say anything like
that
that?
the sun is above the flat, but they don't because they don't believe.
Is it like a dome, right? We're like in a
That's
dome?
what they believe is fucking ridiculous. But it's
Just like, how do you have pressurized air in something that doesn't have a covering?
What?
How do you have
Atmosphere?
pressurized air?
And
in
you
something that
guys
doesn't
will
have covering?
say,
let him answer.
hang on, let me finish saying what I'm
You
saying.
said what you.
Well, hang on. The atmosphere is the covering.
That's the
Go
question,
ahead.
bro.
You asked the
Please,
question.
Dante,
Go ahead. Do what you're gonna do.
We're trying to be friends. But come on, man.
Well, you're right.
Because you have to have a covering. People will say that the covering is the ozone layer or the thermosphere. These are basically imaginary coverings to say the same thing that somebody would say is a firmament. But go ahead, tell me
See, he knows enough words to sound smart, and that's very dangerous.
why you have pressure.
It's like somebody who knows enough about a gun to use it to kill somebody, but doesn't understand the ramifications of murder.
Pressurized air next to a vacuum of
That's-
space, sir.
Okay, so so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner because you don't know what a vacuum is? You don't know what vacuum is. What's a vacuum? What does vacuum mean? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. What the fuck does a vacuum
It has
mean?
no air. It's,
It's an absence of matter. So why the fuck would the vacuum of space pull air anywhere? Can you explain that?
a vacuum also pulls things, sir.
No, it doesn't. Vacuums don't suck. That's not a thing.
Which, by the way, is still a mind-blowing idea. Like, when you open a door on a plane, like, it's not sucking you out, technically. It's a differentiation of pressure, which is wild, but still.
If vacuum
He thinks space is a Dyson? Yes, he does.
So
is
you
He
don't know what a
actually
vacuum
does.
is?
Dave, a
Okay.
vacuum is the absence of matter, right?
Yeah. So why would that pull air anywhere?
So we just have absence of matter next to pressurized air.
Yes, which sticks to the Earth because of gravity, which again you pretend doesn't
Which
exist.
sticks to the earth, so it's spinning with the earth
I have the
at
definition.
1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, so
I have the
and we'll
definition.
really jump into all the favorite talking points. So the Earth spins once per day.
bro.
That's what a fucking day is. Did you know that? Do you know what?
I love that answer. Uh-oh.
Spins once per day.
Bro.
That's what a fucking day is. Did
That's
you know
such
that?
a good answer.
Do you know what a day means?
That's what a fucking day is, you idiot.
It's how long it takes the Earth to spin around one time. So all of this 1,000 miles.
To be
an
fair,
hour
that was made
bullshit
up by the
just makes you sound
Mesopotamians.
like
It's
an
not
idiot
real.
because it spins once a day. It
Or
spins at
Sumerians.
half the rate of the hour hand on a clock. Not so fast, is it?
Well,
The stunned silence is great. See, this is how, I mean, he's already won, but he's not going to let him win.
Pretty funny shit, huh?
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah. Any response?
Yeah. You're full of shit.
Any response? Yes, I refute everything you have to say.
Am I
The
full of
winning
shit
point.
about what a day is? Is a day 24 hours? What's a day, dude? Tell me what a day is.
I got
First
a
of all,
question.
go ahead.
What are we living on then? If it's not flat, so some people say it's not.
So people are upside down
What
on the ball
are
because of
we-
gravity.
Upside down?
Yeah.
What's upside down? Why upside down?
Because
What does
the
that mean?
ball has to have a top and a bottom, correct?
No, it does not. No ball has a top or bottom. We know that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a
fucking
ball.
It's relative to your
So?
position
Y'all say
because
the
it's a
North
sphere.
Pole
sphere.
and the South Pole, right?
Where's the top of a ball? Take
You
a
said it's at the
featureless
North
sphere.
Pole.
Take a featureless sphere. Where's the top?
Look at a Fushigi
It's
ball.
not featureless. Y'all say the North
Okay,
Pole.
But you
and
you
the
said
South
a ball.
Pole.
You didn't say the Earth. You said a ball. Okay, so
That's
you're
what y'all
assigning-
saying. We are
you're
on a ball. You said we live on the
No,
outside of
we're
a
on a
ball.
planet.
So Dave
Okay,
is
so
the Earth.
you're
it's a sphere,
designating
no?
the North Pole as the
What
top
is
and the
the
South
shape of
Pole
the
as the
Earth?
bottom. That's fine. So now, how do we orient ourselves down? Where is down to us? Where's down?
What do you mean, where's down?
Is it towards the ground? Does down mean towards the ground?
Towards the gravity. The pull.
Yeah. When you say down, you mean towards the ground, right?
Yeah, that's the ground.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So wherever the fuck you're standing on this thing,
Mm-hmm.
wherever the fuck you're standing, down is towards the ground.
But now look
It's
how
towards
the
center of the
look
earth.
how it
So
look how
nobody's
it
upside
turns.
down.
Look how it
Everybody thinks-
curves, motherfucker.
Huh?
Look how the fucking shit is on the side
and
of
if
the
you're
He's okay. Do you understand what he's saying right here?
standing,
He thinks he's
down
making a point
is
right
towards
here.
the ground.
But now look
Watch this.
how
Towards
the
the center of the
look
earth.
how it
So
look how
nobody's
it
upside
turns.
down.
Look how it turns.
Look how it
Everybody thinks-
curves, motherfucker.
Look how it
at-
curves. Where's the curve? Is he talking about this, or is he talking about this metal part holding the globe? Does he think we're being held up by this?
How the fucking shit is on the side
and
of
if
the
you're
ball.
here, down is towards the center of the earth. And
But-
if you're
but you're
here, down is
standing
towards
on
center of
the-
earth.
but
And
you
if you're
see how-
here,
and if-
down is towards the center of the earth.
That
This is how
doesn't-
fucking
no,
dumb
that
you
doesn't
are.
make
This is how
sense, you-
fucking
Dude, I just know he sucked to teach as a high school student. He must have been so annoying.
fucking
dumb you are.
asshole.
You
That's how
imagine
dumb
a
you
globe?
are. That
Still
shit
wondering why you
make
don't
no
fall down
fucking
towards the
sense.
South
think that
Pole.
there's
You're
a
on
I mean,
the
technically you
side
do.
in
And
outer
it's supposed to
space
be
because
But you
you're
fall towards the
imagining
center,
And
but,
it's
you
supposed
know.
to be on
in
an
your house,
axis.
and you're
This
imagining
shit is
the
fucking
ground
ridiculous.
below
Please
the
get this
globe.
clown outta
That's
here,
why you
please.
think that there's a down
All
in
right.
space.
Get this
in
clown outta
reality,
here.
there's no fucking down.
He's trying to get famous.
magically in
Okay, you got
He's
famous
trying to
off
get
of-
famous. I'm
Get
pretty
him
sure
outta
he's
here.
famous
Center of the
enough.
earth. Do you get it? Do you
Get him
understand?
out of here. Down.
Well,
You're out of here.
4.5
Down
million
is-
subs. I
down
think
is
he's or
George, is what
4.25.
you
I
do
think
to
he's
your
pretty
fucking
famous.
Father. Get out of here.
Oh, now we got the gay jokes coming. He's getting a little mad. Okay, kiddo, listen, can you admit that you only think
Yeah.
that this is down because you're standing on the
All
fucking
right.
ground? And so you're reinforcing what
I
is the
thought
actual
this would
truth.
be,
You want me down
I
is
told
the center of the
you. I
ground.
told you.
a nice discussion.
I
I
told
guess
you. Kiddo's
we got
good,
a little
yeah.
bit aggressive.
He's a pseudoscientist.
So
A
and
pseudoscience.
A pseudoscientist? Okay,
you
dude.
Dave,
show and
thanks.
prove your shit
Thanks.
with a
Where's
fucking
down?
model. We're not going to
Where's
even
down?
take you seriously.
Answer me
so-
this. Why is this down in space? Where's down? Where's down in space? What does that mean?
You never been
Why-
to space.
why is this person
Nobody's
upside
been
down?
to space. So you
What
don't know
should-
what,
As he'd like
what
to
is
join.
down in
No, 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 no.
space.
Stop.
You're
stop,
taking
stop
shit.
changing
You're
the
Oh
taking
my
subject.
somebody's
God.
word
Subject.
for it.
Here's a guy that you
Godfrey?
think is
I feel like I'm getting
Godfrey.
hit in the head with
Here's
a
guy
blunt
standing
instrument.
right
No, I'm
here.
telling you
What
now,
would be
Godfrey.
No pun
pulling him
intended.
Down? Why
Yo.
would he be pulled down? To
Godfrey?
where and to why?
Hey, Mike, we're gonna. Hey,
I'm telling
Dave,
you.
thanks for you guys. We
I'm
tried.
telling you.
I thought it'd be
Yeah.
like a
Are
better
you cutting me out
conversation.
here just because this fucking guy
Yeah,
can't?
get
No,
out of
I'm
here,
not
bitch.
cutting. I mean, it's
handle the
not,
heat.
it's not because I guess he's done talking. I mean, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Dave.
fuck you.
Oh, he's definitely done talking because
Yeah.
he can't handle somebody who actually knows what he's talking about,
Nah,
tearing apart all the
you
bullshit
ain't
that he
tearing
chose to
apart
believe from
shit.
the Eric Dubé videos.
It ain't no Eric Dubé
Who's the Eric
video,
Dubé?
sir.
It is. You directly parrot
Huh?
every
Who's
single
Eric
thing
Dubé?
that Eric Dubé
dude
says.
from,
Trust me, I've debunked all this shit.
Oh, he's-
I know your
he's a
whole
flat
script.
earther.
You
Density
ain't
points,
debunk-
density
you
points.
ain't debunked shit.
No, I did.
You
And
ain't
that's why you're
debunked
getting
shit.
angry
We on
throwing
a
around
flat
gay jokes.
plane.
Answer any of
The
questions.
water.
Oh, now you're bringing the race card.
We
You're bringing
living
the race
on-
card, right?
Wait, what?
I-
No, he said flat plane. We're on a flat plane.
Oh, I thought I misheard you.
Yes.
No, whoa, Dave, whoa.
Yo, tell your man something, bro. Like
Yo,
right now.
Okay.
You can't answer.
Thanks.
You can't answer.
Thanks for coming, Dave. Appreciate
You guys really
that.
cutting me out?
TP Tango, you trying to raise me up? Yes, I am.
Anywhere anyway. I thought it would
Of
be
course
like.
we're not going to get anywhere because he's
I-
a fucking brick wall
Yo.
that refuses to accept that there could be things that he doesn't understand and
Listen,
that science isn't wrong
No,
just
no,
because you don't
science
take
is
the time to
definitely
learn
wrong.
about
We're
it.
not taking your word
Oh,
for it. The
man.
motherfucker's been
You don't
lying.
have to take my word
and
for
we're
it.
not,
I'm asking
and we're
very
not
simple
fucking with
questions
your
that
lines.
you can't answer.
We
right?
deal with
Down is towards the ground. And
water.
you can't wrap
Always
your head
finds its
around.
level. Water must have a container. It cannot
what's
stick to
rain?
the out.
A container, which you could say is the atmosphere.
outside of
container
a
on
fucking
rain?
ball, you fucking asshole.
Where's the container on rain?
Dude, the planet
Dumbass?
Neptune must blow his
always
mind,
have a
being all
container.
water.
Water in the International Space Station
It
floats around in little
There's no
blobs.
fucking International Space Station.
I hardly know
Okay,
her.
then how do they make
In
Very
water
nice.
fucking
space
float?
and
Did
all
they
this
put
fucking
wires on the water,
bullshit.
moron? Did they
Get the
did they put
fuck out
wires
of
in
here.
the
There ain't no
water?
satellites
float
and
that
all this.
way?
Thousands of satellites. That's all some bullshit. Yo, bro.
Everything is fake
For real,
because
like,
I don't
seriously,
like it
like,
and it hurts my feelings.
Who's
and I wanna
the
be
guest that you
special.
want? Because
All right.
you know what I mean. Y'all can.
This must
y'all
be what
can stay on
Copernicus
with him.
felt like. Yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
If you want to,
guys,
it's up to you.
I don't
That's a
study
good-
stuff
that's a good
like you
reference,
guys.
too.
I just,
Y'all want to stay on with him?
I just no.
Was he-
I
Y'all wanna
mean,
stay
he's a-
on?
Was Copernicus burned at the stake? Because I know Ptolemy was like, it revolves around us. And then Copernicus, I think he was almost killed because he's like, no, it's around the sun.
On
Yes.
with him?
No, I invited you here. So
Any intelligent
you
woman,
paid a
yeah.
couple tolls.
All right.
She knows how to use a bandage? Kill her.
All right, so then
That's expensive.
I'm done with him.
All
okay?
right. Are we done?
Like, yeah.
All right.
Like,
He was excommunicated but
Fuck
died of a
out.
stroke. Damn.
yo.
Wow.
See,
Imagine being so
Bro,
right,
That
people
was-
hate
wait,
you.
Hold on.
Pretty good stuff, huh? I thought you'd like it.
was a
Apparently,
breath
Eminem
of
crapped all
stale
over
air.
Jamar in a diss track once. I've never heard it, but I'd like to submit this exchange as one of the 2 most humiliating experiences of Jamar's life.
So yeah, class, what did we learn? What did we learn about the Earth and gravity? Saying satellites are fake while live streaming over the internet is wild. I didn't even catch that. You're trying to get famous out of me? Dave's sitting comfortable with 3.5 million subs, now 4.25. That guy isn't even good at being a flat earther. That's funny. Lord Jamar has 3 strategies right out of the gate. Violence, talking over you, and mocking your voice. Yep. Combining it with arrogance is the absolute worst. You've just described a decent amount of politicians and also salespeople. Flat earthers have members around the globe. That's the scary part, dude. It's terrifying. Adult people not being able to shut up when it's not their turn to talk are so annoying. Yeah, man, that's a thing that, like, I was talked over a lot as a kid because my parents have ADD and they refuse to admit it. And I understand that's an ADD thing. But because of that, I insist on not doing that when I can. I try not to talk over people. If there's a lot of people talking, then I just don't care. But if I'm talking to someone in the instance of a debate, I'll be polite. I'll let you prove your point. The joke is around the globe. Oh, my fault. I didn't even catch that. See? There you go. Autism speaks. There's Flat Earth stupid, then there's Lord Jamar. He's being disrespectful to me. Yup. I think calling him an idiot is too kind. Taking down the podcast is such a cowardly move. I agree. You got to own your mistakes. Leave that shit up and just take it. Fall on the sword. Go, my bad, guys. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I've learned. Autism speaks, just not very well. See, I'd love to get Neil deGrasse Tyson on that. Does he ever disprove flat earthers? Because that'd be funny. Anyhow, so yeah, that was your flat earth lesson of the day. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to join Marno for Member Saturday or whatever. I believe.